The repair shop returned for a new episode on Wednesday night and saw horologist Steve Fletcher face an array of challenges when fixing a clock for a guest. The family heirloom was passed down to him by his grandfather, and he revealed he had never seen it tick. When meeting guest Andy for the first time, he asked how he came about the clock, with the former revealing it was his grandfather's. "During the war, my granddad was in a heavily bombed, blitzed area of London, and the locals put their treasured possessions in the local church crypt. Shortly after the war, he went back, and there wasn't anything left, all his possessions had gone, and the only thing that was left was this clock in the corner. It didn't have hands on it, the vicar. I think he felt guilty because he had no possessions left. It was the only thing left in the church crypt." Andy also explained that he didn't know much about how old it actually was and that all he knew was that it was French. Steve said, "It is one of the top clocks. Julien Billiard was a very, very good maker. You can see it was made in the late 18th century, and it is a very special clock indeed." After assuring Andy he would do his best to get the clock back working again, Steve got to work on dismantling the clock. However, he realized the job was bigger than he anticipated. "I'm just going to start dismantling this clock. Very excited because I'm sure I'm going to find all sorts of things. It's not the original pendulum, it's even got a 2-pence piece stuck to it. This part of the end of the minute hand has been added, so I'm going to have to make something more appropriate. There's a lot of pressure when I'm doing a clock like this because it is quite an important clock, and I need to get it right." Steve faced immense challenges through the repairing of the clock, and one of the biggest undertakings was creating the new minute hand. $1,558,895 He created a new one from brass and enlisted the help of James Neville to make it look as similar to the original as possible. Once this had been achieved, Steve plated the hands in gold and reassembled the clock with the anticipation to see if it would be working. "The hands have gone on very well and look great. I'm ready to put the mechanism into the clock. I've done so much to this clock. I've really been looking forward to this part, just going to keep my fingers crossed that it will tick," to which he beamed with pride when the clock began to tick once again. When Andy came back to collect the clock and see it working for the first time, he was speechless. "I'm lost for words. Does it chime?" To which Steve revealed it did, before displaying this feature for him. "The difference is, I'm a little bit amazed to be standing here. Actually, seeing it working. Thank you, Steve." The Repair Shop airs Wednesday at 8 p.m. on BBC One.